Hey, welcome back to another. I don't even know what this is called. This is just something new that we decided to do on the fly, and it's turned into three fucking episodes. So thank you for coming. Hope you can all hear me. Before we go any further, let's just go through chat. So we have Mike K. Hello, bruv. We got Tobias. We got Chris Doyle. We have Mr. Breezetones in the house, and we have Geordie Vapor. Thank you for coming in. I hope you're all doing well. It's fucking horrible here. It is so cold. I've just been outside, just building a couple of bits and pieces in fucking -4. Can't feel my fingers. Need to get a fucking heater in there. We've also got Rasper Was and Brandon Amica in the house. Before we go any further, because I always chat shit and go on like no man's business, I'll go through quickly what I'm vaping on. We got heavy hitter OG Recoil. We have Series Box Axial Pro. We have the Ether on the Abyss, and that's literally it at the moment. Oh, bottle of water, and we're not sponsored by them, so I can't show them. And we got Lewis Fishing in the house and Flat Cat Vapor. Hello, mate. Oh, we might have a special guest in the house. Give us 2 seconds. Yeah, we're gonna have a special guest pop in for half hour. So he will pop in very, very shortly. Yeah, I've been talking to a couple of people, and a lot of people were going on about Jake Scrapwood. Hello, mate. Going on about differences between MTL, RDL, and direct lung DL. It's obviously it's different for everybody. Obviously, in quotations, true MTL, a lot of people say 0.7 and above. Me, obviously, it's different for everybody. Me, I don't prefer a 0.7. Oh, hang on. Special guest coming in the house. It's Geordie Vapor. Hello, mate. How's it going?
Oh, dude, how you going? Do you know what it is? I fired up Discord on my laptop and I saw that message. I thought, fuck, I feel like a proper wanker now.
See, I just get fucking ghosted. That's all it is. So it's fine. No worries, mate. I'll let you off this fucking time. How's it going?
All right, buddy. Yeah, not bad.
Good.
Done a little live show earlier with Birdie because it was his first one. So I jumped on for a bit of moral support and that, and thought it went really well for him.
Mate, I was so happy for him. He was a bit nervous to start with, but aren't we all?
Yeah.
It's always good to have that little bit of company with you.
Yeah.
We're talking about MTL, RDL, and DL.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you're only here for a short period of time, I'm going to pass it over to you. What would you class as an MTL in your eyes?
MTL for me, probably anything up to a 1.4 millimeter airflow pin. That's, I can get away with a 1.6, but then it gets a bit too airy for me for an MTL. Yeah. I like a tight MTL. Like sometimes I'll go for a 0.8. Just depends on how I'm feeling.
Oh, really? And what resistance coils do you like using?
Well, back in the day, MTL was always like over and on. But these days, like, I don't think it really matters because the tanks are that good, like the airflow is that good. 0.7, I'd still sub ohm technically, but it works these days.
Literally, as you sent me a message, I was saying in quotations, a true mouth to lung, people say is 0.7 and above.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
In quotations, that's why. See, like me personally, I'm really fucking weird. Like, I don't like points. Me personally, I don't like 0.7 and above. And like on my ether bridge and on my ether tank, I've got the MTL pin in the tank, but I've got a 0.5 coil in it, and I have the airflow all the way open. With the ether, I'm on the 2.5 with a 0.55 in. With everything wide open. It's more of like a really loose mouth to lung. But I feel I get better flavour with the 0.55 coil at like 30 watts with a 2.5 airflow than I would say in a 0.7 and like a 1.5. I just can't get on with it. I haven't conditioned myself to vape like that.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose when I first started vaping, everything was tight. Like everything was really tight, like cigarette tight. Um,
Yeah.
and I've kind of stuck with that with mouth to lung over the years because I've always been the type of person that'll have a mouth to lung and a direct lung on the go at the same time, and I'll just pick whichever one up that I fancy in that moment.
Yeah.
I guess for me, like mouth to lungs more determined by the airflow than the resistance of the coil.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. I don't know why. I just don't feel comfortable with like a 0.7. I don't
Yeah,
know whether it's for me. I've always been like, I was quite lucky where when I started vaping, it was like 100 watts was like the normal. And the whole fact of going to like 18 watts, I'm like, I'm not getting fucking anything out of it. And then, then I end up trying to vape it like I would like a direct lung or a restricted direct lung.
yeah,
I really struggle. I've tried it, and you end up doing. I know Breestones was talking about it on. I think it was Aussie Vape Show. Like his mate, not streamlined it, like sucked air in with it. So I had it with. I've tried that. I can't get on with it. So that's why I always go that bit lower of an ohm.
Yeah, like the great thing about vaping is though, mate, is you vape however you like it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no strict rules, no hard and fast rules to how you want to vape.
Yeah, it only come about because I was talking to someone. I was like, I want to get into like MTL tanks.
Mhm.
What would you suggest? And it was we end up in a big conversation. They're like, oh, do I just use Nick salts instead? I was like, no, like with me, I can use 70-30. I just have to really thin out the cotton, just
Yeah,
so you can get that wicking in, so it doesn't clog up. But
I think with MTL as well, like there's a lot of nuance to MTL. There's a lot
yeah.
of small nuances that can affect an MTL vape, probably more so than a direct to lung vape, and how you like it. Like it's just experimentation. I mean,
I
yeah,
always find, even like it was Breezones, his vibe is the style that dictates purely with the device, nothing to do with the build, which actually it makes perfect sense. And like I jumped from like big mechs to billet box,
yeah,
and what I found was I know this is going to be blasphemy what I'm going to say, but with say like the Passage RDA, you just whack those coils in, and if you move them, and it's not going to make too much of a difference, is it? But with like the Boro decks, you move that an inch, not even an inch, like a smidge, and it just changes everything up. It's like very, what's the word? Fiddly.
yeah, yeah.
You push that too far up, and it changes.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you get some RTAs that are like that. Like the Pandora can be a bit of a fiddly one to
Yeah.
put on. But yeah, like it's part of the fun of rebuilding, though, isn't it? Like
Oh,
it can be frustrating at times, but you know, once you find that sweet spot for how you like it on that certain device, then it's like, yeah, like you get that sense of accomplishment. It's like, yeah, this is good for me now. I like this.
see, that's why I like getting like a new thing. Like I got the Molan bridge a couple of weeks ago, and for a bridge for 25 quid, you can't go wrong. It is up there, it's so nice. But like I would rebuild it like 8 or 9 times and just keep moving shit about, putting different coils in, wicking it a bit differently, and every time it's a little bit different. And then you think, oh, I like
Yeah,
that one. So you vape it like that for a while. Think, oh, I'll change it up a little bit, and it's just it's so you can just move everything about, and it's just great. Even like with big tanks, you can do the same, which is see that's why I struggled when I first got the Nightmare 25,
yeah, yeah,
because I've always been like when I first started building, it was the recurve dual, then the Passage, nothing else. And they're a piece of piss to build, aren't they? Really, they're not exactly hard, and no matter where you put it, as long as it's in line with that airflow and it's hitting that the bottom curve I see, so it comes up and around, I think you're good to go. But with the Nightmare, where it was so fiddly, I couldn't get that build down like the first 2 times, so it went in the cupboard
yeah, yeah.
for a whole
Yeah,
year.
it happens. It happens. We all have a nemesis tank as well. Like mine was
Yeah.
the Hell Vape Destiny.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
everyone was always like, "Oh, gives really great flavor and all this stuff." And every time I tried to build it, it was just like I was like, "This is shit. What's going on here? Everyone's in the pocket of hell vape. I'm telling you."
But the thing is, I got it back out like not too long ago, and I was like, "Do you know what? I'm going to give it a good go." And I spent a good like week just keep putting different builds in, putting them in different positions, and you know what? I fucking love it. I hate to admit it because I gave it so much shit when I first got it. I was like, "No, this is fucking bullshit. What are people talking about?" I was like, "Who's been paid to review this shit?" You know what I mean? But then, literally, is you some of them you do have to take your time over massively.
Yeah, definitely. I would totally agree with you there, buddy.
So if you draw the VAP, oh, here we go. The VAP into your mouth, then lungs out is MTL. Yeah, it's pretty pretty smart. It says what it says on the tin, really, doesn't it? But the thing is, when you Google MTL, and like, have you ever tried to Google differences between MTL, RDL, DL?
I
It
can't
is
say
the most. It is the most confusing shit. Even if you know what you're on about, you read and you think if someone doesn't know what they're doing, it's just fucking confusing.
Yeah. Like the only way I can explain MTL and RDL and or direct lung is like if someone says what's MTL, I'll say, oh, it's like having a cigarette. If
Yeah.
someone says what's direct lung, I say it's like having a bong. People say I haven't had a bong before. I say, well, you missed out then.
Yeah. Where did your childhood go?
But that's the only way I can really like explain it. Like,
Yeah. Well, what is your preferred vape style, should we say?
both, to be honest. Like I say, I'll sit there and I'll MTL, and then I'll pick up the Hadron Pro with series coils on and hit that, and then go back to the MTL. I'm a bit of a anomaly like that. I know a lot of people kind of fall into a style, but I just go with whatever I fancy at the moment because I still like my tobaccos as well.
Yeah, so I'm a bit partial to some tobacco. I got this and I ploughed for it, the Panther Black.
Oh right, yeah, that won an award, didn't it? Did that win
Maybe.
something with the Vapor Round Awards in Dubai or something like that?
Probably because it's fucking really good. It was pricey though. I will give him that. It wasn't a cheap purchase.
Yeah,
I think it was £15 for 50. I think it's a 60 ml bottle or 50 ml bottle.
Is that a naturally extracted
50.
one?
What's that?
Is it a naturally extracted tobacco?
No.
No.
It's like a creamy tobacco. That's quite nice. But my all-time favourite, but it's more of a cigar, is called Decano by E-Liquid France. I don't know if you've heard of it.
No,
And
I haven't tried that one.
I used to smoke a load of cigars.
Yeah, I used to like the cigar.
Yeah, we used to go and get ours from Vegas. There was a Cuban shop there that you should be able to get them back. And we used to always go over there and spend absolute fortunes on them. That was the closest thing to a top quality cigar I've ever had.
Oh, nice.
I got 2 free bottles at Vape Jam probably about 3 years ago, and then I couldn't find it. But I've managed to find it from France, but to get it shipped over, it's like 40 quid.
Yeah.
For 50 mil, and I'm like, I don't need it that much. Even though I know if I got it, I'd fucking plow through it in a day.
Yeah, there used to be a tobacco juice that I liked back in the day, called bee juice, and the I think it was called the Golden Child, Sister Constance, Father Gallon's Ruin, and Beetlejuice, and they were all like cigar tobaccos that were like infused with like lime or like with other stuff as well. They were really really good, but I think the PPD might have done for them. They disappeared kind of 2016ish.
Yeah, I really want to try the vaping fossils ones.
I've just got some. It's just sent me a load over.
Yeah, I saw you that you put a thing up about it, and I keep looking at it, starting thinking I'm gonna have to make a purchase because I want Frank and Atticus. I've wanted it for so long now.
Oh mate, I tried the what Bunsbury Swirl or something. I'll have to check the name. It's got a name I'm not familiar with, but it gets called the Birdman Swirl because apparently Birdie just goes
Oh yeah.
and stuff. And I tried it today, and I haven't tasted a juice that's got me excited like that since
Oh really?
since I first got into vaping. It is just
I'm even
fantastic.
considering. I was talking to Birdman a little bit about it. I was considering getting it and selling it on the site along with my on my coil site. I thought, fuck it, I'm really tempted because if I want it,
Yeah.
I'm sure there's loads of people that want to try it.
If you did do that, you would have to get them to send you 80 mils in a 100 ml bottle because of the way the nicotine works in Australia. You get 100 mils of juice in a 100 ml bottle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they don't have nick shots in Australia. They are, you get your nick on prescription or whatever.
Yeah.
And add your nick. Birdie was saying like he gets a 100 milligram nick bottle, and then he'll add 3 milliliters of nicotine to make it 3 milligram. So when you don't get a short fill bottle. So I'm ordering some Nick off Nick Hub or something, so I can have my own nicotine without having to like suck out 20 mils, put it in another bottle, and then put the Nick shots in.
Save that for later. It's so tempting because loads of people I talk to say I want to try Frank and Atticus. And it was Steve Legion Vapes for because I used to watch his I still watch him all the time, and he was always going on about it. And it's just the complex profiles that just sounds fucking amazing.
Yeah. I've done a quick knuckle test of the mint and white chocolate cookie, I think it was, and just off the knuckle test, I was like, that's delicious as well. Like these Aussie guys, like they
know how to make their liquid.
Yeah. And I tried one of Vape and Fossils, cinnamon donut. Again, just fantastically mixed. I'm like, these Aussie guys, they know the shit, man.
It's the sun, that's what it is. We're in fucking -4. I was just saying before you came on, I was making Birdman some coils, and my workshop's in the garage, and the heating ain't been on all fucking day. So I come home from work, literally I can't feel my fingertips. I'm running them under the tap, just trying to be able to get some feelings back in my fingers. I need some heat.
Yeah, this
liquid sounds good. Breeze Tones and Frank Atticus ones. Is it banana? Oh, I'm gonna fucking Breeze Tones. I'm sorry if I get this wrong. I think it's peanut and jam or peanut banana or something. But they all sound fucking amazing.
Yeah, Breeze Tone says we get asked all the time. The import taxes are the reason why it hasn't happened.
Yeah, I suppose it will push the fucking price up like no man's business.
I thought we were meant to be going into some like unilateral trade deal with Australia. But that was one of the things about Brexit, wasn't it? We're gonna go and do trade deals with like Australia and America and all that.
Yeah, but you know what they're like. They're going to make a decision. Look when they decided to do Brexit and then how long it took them to get their finger out their ass and do it. So it might be 10 years down the line. They might think about it. It's ridiculous.
We'll all be back on the handstand by then.
Yeah. So we should start up that whatchamacallit, bumhole industries. Just get them muled over. A shape like that's probably a lot easier to try and get in than trying to shove something like that up your ass.
I know a couple of guys who could probably do that.
Oh god, make your eyes water. I was given this liquid today. My mate, he buys all his liquid from Darkstar, and he was like, "Oh, they sent me a free bottle. I thought I'd give it to you just to say thank you because I sorted him out of a load of coils." Fucking Christmas pudding. It smells like death. It is horrendous. I've never smelt a liquid that's made me gag so much before.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Darkstar. It's horrendous. Like, I love Banana Man.
Yeah, that's your jam, isn't it, Banana Man?
This is Banana Boy. Banana Man's in the garage. My fucking litre bottle of it. I've got 2 of them steeping.
Was it on our show? You got that massive bottle of juice out.
Yeah, that was Banana Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I put that in the ether and the billet box, and trying to fill a Boro tank with a litre bottle is. I've tried it once and just completely covered it. My
So
sup box has gone to shit.
Have you gone full billet these days?
I'm a mixture. Like I use the because I got the Stormtrooper Abyss with the ether bridge. I really enjoy that. But the other things that I'm vaping on is the Molan bridge. It's got no battery on it, or they're all on charge. And I'm vaping on the vape snail in the old sup box.
Right. Yeah.
That's right. I really like the vapes now. So I had the same wicks in there for like 3 weeks. And it was going a bit manky by the end, but it was still going strong. And I was like, I somehow managed to wick it perfectly that I had no issues. And I was like, oh, I don't want to re-wick this because I know I'm going to fuck it.
I'm never going to wick it that good again.
No, but I was saying, because I remember I was talking to you earlier on about you want to get the Cthulhu.
Yeah.
I would get hold of the Molan bridge as well if you can. 25 quid. I liked it so much, I bought 2. So they come in a little box like this.
Oh, sweet.
But it's for 25 quid, you can't go wrong. For Ambitions was my Mob Mini is still over there. I haven't vaped that since I put the Molan in there, and I love that thing.
That's the cool thing about these little the AIOs with bridges and Boro tanks is that you can just put a new bridge in. It's like you've upgraded. Do you know what I mean? You can just
and the great thing now, I can't remember who I was talking to about it, but where we've gone the disposable route recently, because I went to the World Vape Show in Excel, and it was 99% pods.
Was that the London show in December?
Yeah. There was no RDAs, no mods. There was Dr. Vapes and this other liquid which you need to get hold of. Oh, it's fucking incredible. Vapor Air. I don't know if you can see that. Hey, chestnut cake.
Chestnut cake. I'll have to try that.
That is incredible. It's so good. There were only 2 liquid stores in the whole of the XL.
Really?
Yeah, and it was all geek bars. These are fucking every disposable under the sun.
Oh man.
Oh, it was the only people there was the World Vape Alliance, which was the advocacy group. So I ended up speaking to them for fucking ages.
And even they stood there raging at the disposables.
One of the guys that worked there had this huge. It had like 6 batteries. You know, like Overkill mods that do the big 3D printed.
Yeah. Johnny Overkill.
He had to fuck off one of them with a Valhalla, blowing clouds, and it was just like, I don't want to be here. We drove 2.5 hours to go.
Yeah.
So I thought it'll be great just to go and see what's coming out. Because obviously I thought, well, there's going to be more RDAs and that going to be coming out. I want to see the new mods. Nothing.
Just pissy pods everywhere.
Not even Vaporesso new gen or nothing.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't mind it if I went and it was pod systems. You know what I mean? Like
it was all disposables.
That's. Do you reckon the Birmingham Expo will be like that?
Maybe. I'm going to wait till next year because I have a really sneaky suspicion that since Tony B come out with a Pulse and Cthulhu have come out of that, Bridges are going to be the next one. It's going to be the new Squonkin.
Yeah. It's
Tony B is that trendsetter. I don't know why. You know what I mean?
I can definitely see like 2022 being the year of the bridges.
Massively.
Which is a good thing because people can do all kinds of vaping on there. They can use a stock coil bridges if they want to. They can get into putting coils in and stuff. So it's like an entry into rebuilding as well. So I'm cool with that. You know.
And they're so reasonably priced. I saw the Pulse for 74 quid.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
I think there was one of the Chinese dropshipper sites was selling it for, I think it was 54.
And I like the way it's going. I'm hoping everyone's just going to dive on it.
Yeah.
Because I've got a Wix over there, a Wix bridge, and they're all really expensive. And if you're buying a Pulse for like 70 quid, no one's going to spend 150 plus on a bridge to put into that device.
Yeah. And is there a bridge that's actually worth 150 quid? Do you know what I mean? Like, this is one of the issues that I've had with a lot of like the billet box stuff, and that is the affordability of it. You know,
Yeah.
people paying 70, 80 quid for a button. Do you know what I mean? That probably cost $2 to make tops.
Yeah, I think it's very much because it's low quantity, so obviously it ups the price massively. So rather than like say Tony B going, I want to make this bridge, okay, we'll make so many, it's going to cost you like 30 quid. It's like me going, I want 100, and they'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's going to be about them. It's going to cost them about 50, 60 quid each.
Yeah,
and then obviously they then bump up the prices.
It's just when I look at bridges, it's like, is 150 quid bridge going to be that much better than say like a 40 quid 520 bridge?
Yeah, I think it's a very mixed bag because obviously it's down to opinion. I love the vapes now. That hasn't. I don't think that's over £100 anymore. The vapes now, but that is Parker. The Wicked I really like. The Molen I love more only because where you've got, I don't know if it's over here somewhere. Oh, yeah, I can't see where you've got the airflow. Oh, sorry, airflow here. The wick, the ports there.
Yeah.
With the Molen, they're underneath. So once your liquid passes that, you've only got what's left on your wicks.
Yeah.
With the Molen, you can vape it pretty much all the way down.
Oh, yeah.
And it's still bringing it up from underneath.
Yeah. That's a good design feature to have, especially for someone like me who tends not to have the same liquid in the tank twice.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'll just change my liquid, and if you've still got like, you know, a couple of mils of liquid in the bottom, then you get that kind of like mixed liquid taste, don't you?
Oh, I do that all the time. I even do that on an RDA.
Yeah.
I can be quite fucking lazy.
Little bit of this, a little bit of that.
The Orangeade by 100, and then occasionally I fancy a bit of that, and I'd drop some nasty juice on there. It's a bit weird, but then fuck it.
Yeah.
No, it's good. But here's a question for you. I don't think I've ever asked you this, even though we're going way off topic, but that generally happens. What's your all-time favorite liquid? Even if they don't make it anymore.
I guess the one that I've stuck to the most over the years would have to be Bantha Milk by Vape Swag, and that's gone. And it was like a blue slush milk. It was like meant to be like that, you know, the blue stuff they're drinking in Star Wars.
Yeah.
It was like a creamy blue slush, and it was really good, but it went like my dreams.
I haven't even heard of them.
Vape Swag were big in the Northeast, like pre-TPD.
Yeah.
It was the guy from Sunderland used to make it.
Okay.
And it was big up in the Northeast. I think maybe it's a bit of Scotland as well, but it didn't really penetrate down south.
Yeah, as well as I've never heard of it. See, like I can luckily get my all-time favorite liquid, but it's so expensive. I have to wait for it to go on sale. This cucumber cantaloupe by Bloom.
Right?
It doesn't sound all that nice, but I don't know why. It is fucking amazing. You don't really taste a cucumber, but it's so mental. I don't know if you probably won't be able to read that, but I've had. Oh shit! Hang on 2 seconds. Let me plug this in. The computer's I forgot to turn my fucking charger on. Right, hang on 2 secs. That'll come back.
Yeah, no problems, dude.
1 second. There you go. Yeah, so I've had this for 2 months, and it's literally I will vape 10 mils, and I give it to the wife and say, "Hide that,
keep that,"
until I ask you like 7 times, and then just give me a little bit. because I can do 100 mils in a day.
Really? Is that good?
I'm not even joking. I'll whack it and I'll just be like, and it's on my
I
hand, and I lick it off my hand, and then
idea that stuff as well, isn't it?
yeah, it was. I think it's £25 a bottle. So I'll wait for it to go on sale. I've someone in the Discord found a link for it, and it's £16 a bottle. And I was like, I'm going to get myself 3 or 4 bottles and then give it to the wife and say, hold on to those.
I think I'm gonna have to do that with the Frank and Atticus stuff that I've got. I'm gonna have to. I'll have to have like a proper ceremony and that. You know, I put my vape and jacket on, light a couple of candles, sit down, have one long pull, and then put the bottle away.
It's mental, though. It's that one liquid that hits everything.
Yeah,
Everything you want at that time. It's just everything's perfect.
yeah, like that one that I tried to do. It was like, yeah, like I put I haven't got any nick in it yet, but I just stuck it on a little few drops on the dripper, hit it, and I was like, oh, this is like old school. Like this is like when I was vaping.
Oh man, I love juices like that. See, like it's weird. Have you ever gone back to an old juice that you vaped when you first started and retried it like 4 years later? Because I did that a couple of months ago. Because when I got properly into vaping, my main liquid was Breezy Shake,
Yeah,
strawberry milkshake. I went back like 4 years later and I fucking ate it. Vape like, oh, how did I vape that?
yeah, like everything kind of that I used to vape was gone from when I first started. But I'm sure that if I tried Hang Sem Peach, which is one of the ones like that on a little ego with a CE4 clearomizer or whatever, it's like one of the might not have even been a CE4, might have been before them. If I tried Hang Sem Peach, I'm sure that would be absolutely disgusting now. But
Yeah.
all the ones that I used to like Alchemy Liquid, Shifu's Kung Fu Tea, like that was a tea one with peach and stuff in. They've gone. But one more recent that I think like Dinner Lady Lemon Tart.
See, I
So
can't get on with Dinner Lady.
I
Well,
used
I
to
did.
like it when it first came out. And then over the years, it's just gotten this weird cardboardy chemical taste. Like,
Yeah, I get that with anything with pineapple in. It tastes like wet cardboard.
yeah, pineapple.
Yeah, I can't, but I can smell it.
Yeah,
And then I
yeah.
go and I fire it and I smell the vape and I can smell it as well. I take it wet cardboard.
There's Manabush do a good pineapple in 50-50. And that
Okay.
it doesn't taste like most pineapples taste like you would expect a pineapple like boiled sweet to taste like.
Yeah.
But the Manabush one to me tastes more like fresh pineapple juice.
Oh, okay. Because I got the jungle juice, the pineapple one. I've let it steep for a year. This thing is cloudy as shit. It's like it looks like old spunk. Like, you can't even see through the bottle. And I tried vaping that, and it's still just really strong wet cardboard now. Like, I did gag before as I was dripping it on. I was like, "This don't look good." But that just went in the bin, and I'd love to be able to vape a good pineapple because I love pineapple, but I'm just blind to it, I think.
It's just some flavors don't agree with your palate, do they? Like,
Yeah. If you like tea, Vape and Air do a green tea and honey.
ooh.
That's really good. Their mango ice is incredible as well. But I think
Does it
theirs are like,
stink?
huh?
Does the vapor stink because it's with it having honey in it?
Yeah, it's really sweet.
Yeah, like honey's got a weird smell. Like some honey liquids smell like piss. Like I remember what's it called? Cosmic Fog, milk and
Oh, yeah, I've
honey.
heard of them, yeah.
I used to love Cosmic Fog, milk and honey, but I would vape it, and my missus would be like, that smells like piss." And then if I go out the room, I'll come back in, I'll be like, it does actually."
I had one like that, and I used to be able to clear the room massively, which was a deep fried strawberry Twinkie.
A Twinkie.
A deep fried strawberry Twinkie.
A deep fried strawberry Twiggy. Was that did
Oh,
it stink like?
it was a Cheshire Bakery liquid or something. The company was called. It was like one of those £5 bottles, and I was
Yeah,
stuck
yeah.
in central London, and I had no fucking liquid. So I just went and thought, "Oh, that sounds nice, mate." It smelt. It smelt like it's been moulding for about 2 years, and someone set it on fire. You've just stood over
Oh,
top of it and just wafted it. Oh, it was manky. Oh, we
I,
got hip hop. Hello, mate.
I bought some 88 vape tropical ones just
Oh,
as
is
a
that
test.
B&M ones, the pound shops?
Yeah, yeah. I think I paid like £4 for 50 mil pound for my Nick shot, and it was tropical, and I thought you can't fuck tropical up. You know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
a fair standard flavour. So I put it on a dripper, and it was like cheese. It was like vaping
Oh,
cheese. I was like, oh, honestly, like if you could take like man feet and bottle it, that's what it would be like.
that's grim.
Be like sucking on a rugby player's toes.
And nobody fucking needs that. It's like, do you remember back in the day where like Matt from Suck My Mod and that and Sample Box used to do like the gross liquids?
Yes, yes.
And there was the one that was called Morning Glory. Did you ever see that episode?
Possibly, possibly.
And they gave it to this girl, and she's vaping on it. She was like, "That tastes like a blowjob." And the guy's like, "Ugh." He's just taking a huge rip on it. She's like, "That tastes like a blowjob." Oh, he was not well after that. I wanted to try like the shrimp and pizza one. So I thought it's just going to taste so nasty. I'd like because the reactions are so like over the top. You think it can't be that bad.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's like the other one, unsacred roots. Have you heard of that one? And it's just
No,
meant to,
no,
it's meant to taste like dirt, like actual soil.
like mud.
Yeah, and there was a shop in America, Kentucky, called Mountain Vapors. They had a YouTube channel ages ago, and they had a bottle, and they used to just let people randomly try, and everybody gagged on it. And I was like, I just want a bottle to try.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But they tried a $10,000 bottle of liquid. They had
What
10K
for
bottle
a
of
bottle?
liquid. Yeah.
What was it?
This thing,
Like
it was in like this glass, looks like a perfume thing. They tried and it was like, it's fucking nasty. It's not worth 10K. I'd pay a tenner for it, but not 10K.
10K juice. I would wanted it loaded with liquid cocaine for that much.
At least. And someone drip it for you, at least. Well, I was going back to this. I've just found this one. This is really fucking weird. Rich milk and Azuki ice cream.
I have no idea what Azuki ice cream is.
It's a Japanese delicacy, apparently. The lady was telling me because it's two Japanese girls that moved to the UK and started this liquid up.
Right?
And she was like, "Oh, it's a traditional drink of ours, and it's like a really creamy, spiced like ice cream. It's really weird. Worth a go though. It's very odd."
Yeah, I'll be hesitant to try Japanese delicacies because they're into like fermented fish and shit, aren't they? Like fish
Mm.
fish that's been buried in the floor for about 20 years and then they dig it back up.
Or still live. Yeah.
I've recently been vaping this.
Okay.
This Carmilla. It's like a salted caramel latte.
I've heard of them. I've never managed to try it.
Yeah, it's pretty decent.
I'm really funny with liquids. Like I'll stick to my couple, and then I'll get a wild hair up my ass and buy about 10 bottles of shit that I don't even know what they are.
Yeah.
I'll just pick at them. I've got my garage is full of fucking liquid that I haven't even touched. You just think, oh, I should really touch it because you look at it, oh, that could be nice. And then when you look at it, you think, oh, I can have the bottle that I know I'm going to like, or that one that I'm not sure of. I'm just going to keep going back to the one that I'm used to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do that as well. Rasper says, someone tell Geordie you can still get bantha milk. I did not know that, and that is awesome if it is true. You can still get bantha milk from concentrate. I'll have to have a look for that. That's my searching for tonight.
Yeah, put it in the Discord as well. I'll give it a go. I'll buy a bottle and I'll give it a go.
I bet it's disgusting now as well. Do you know what I mean? Nah.
It just ruins the memory, doesn't it?
Yeah. Be like, how did I ever vape this? I'll be heartbroken.
Oh, I used to vape some weird shit. Like with the cucumber line, you got that. I couldn't. Is it Aisu? AISU? I don't know if you've seen them. They got like weird paintings on the picture.
Right. No, I haven't.
They do a straight cucumber, and I was like, oh, I'll give that a go. And it tastes identical. If you put a cucumber in the fridge, leave it for a day, and then take a bite of it, identical.
Really?
It's well worth giving it a go. And it's ice cold as well.
I hope it doesn't give us heartburn like cucumber does, though. Like, if I even if I have a sandwich, like if I buy a sandwich and it's had cucumber in it, and I take the cucumber out and I still eat it, I'll get heartburn, guaranteed.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
We'll have to send you a bottle. We can do a tester.
Like, oh god,
that's from, it's so icy. It sort of makes your eyes water a little bit until you get used to it. It's that cold.
I'll be vaping the cucumber, thinking I'm getting Nivali and
that. Yeah. I've really missed out on chat. We've just been chatting shit for like 40 minutes. Apparently, if you peel the cucumber, it doesn't give you heartburn.
Is that because of the white milky shit that's in it? I don't know why I'm doing this with my finger.
Yeah, I was going to ask you.
Hi, Mike. By the way, how you doing, mate?
Oh, have you ever tried DIY?
I used to make a juice called Poontang and Custard back in like 2015, which was a lemon meringue and custard. I didn't sell it or anything. I used to just take it to the vape shop and give it, because we used to have like a gang of us that would just go and stand in the vape shop for hours and just, like chat shit and build coils and, sort and all that kind of thing. And I used to just take it down. I'd just like give the lads, like bottles of Poontang and custard. But that was the last of me mixing. 2015 would have been the last time I mixed. But I keep meaning to get back into it, but I just haven't like pulled the trigger and got myself some new mixing gear and some set of new micro scales and that kind of stuff.
I tried it a couple of times. Apparently, Boris Johnson likes me.
He's a good lad, Boris. Good lad, Boris.
I tried it twice. And I thought it looked so easy. I was like, oh, hang on. Canadian Vapor going, cheers for stopping in. I tried it and I was like, oh, a bit of this, bit of that. Oh, it'll be fine. It smelled and tasted like moldy forest.
Yeah, like
it was fucking horrendous.
I remember I got one. I was like, I'm gonna make something with raspberry, just loads of raspberry in it, and that, and a couple of other ingredients. Like vaped it, and I was like, it was like astringent. It like just sucked all the moisture out my mouth.
But I have, I've got a liquid on Dripper Labs. Have you ever been over to Dripper Labs?
They've messaged us a couple of times to do some stuff with them, but I just haven't had time.
No, I've been playing about on that, and it's fucking addictive.
See, because I used to make my own DIY stuff, when I'm doing those sliders,
it makes no sense to you, does it?
Yeah, because I'm like, sweetener, what, 20% sweetness? Whoa, what's that? Whoa, do you know what I mean?
Well, I gave it to one of my mates in America, Clown. He makes his own liquids. I was like, have a look at this. He was like, it makes no sense to me, because he sells his liquid, and I was like, for me, it makes perfect sense because it says background, medium, strong, intense. I know where I stand then. So I just play about with it, and I've got a one out there. It's like I would say it's like a strawberry raspberry cake, like cheesecakey type thing. Oh, it's great for like, with a coffee in the morning. And yeah, you can make them, and then you can just put them up for other people to have more piss about with them. But I did go a bit OTT on one of them, and it tasted like posh toothpaste. It tasted like a toothpaste that cost like 30 quid. And I was like, do you know what? People might fucking like this, but I'm too fucking scared just to publish it and go, yeah, guys, try a bit of posh toothpaste.
There probably will be someone who's that'll probably be there all day vape as well.
It was so weird. I was vaping it, and the missus was like, "That smells like fucking toothpaste." I was like, "It tastes like toothpaste." If I was going for toothpaste, I hit the nail on the fucking head. But I was going for like a. I'll tell you what I was going for. I was going for a Mountain Dew slushy,
Yeah, yeah.
and it came out as posh toothpaste. It was like it couldn't be further from what I wanted.
You should just publish it and just put toothpaste.
Yeah.
Like there's bound to be someone who'll buy it and they'll be like, "That is awesome. That is my favorite ever liquid."
Yeah.
I mean, there's
But
people out there who vape fucking liquid. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Yeah, people will vape it, but it's great because people publish their shit. You can just buy like 30 mils of someone's liquid for £5, and you think, "I'll fucking give that a go."
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I'm
Like,
surprised not a lot more people haven't done something like that.
yeah. I mean, like say for me, it's just time to actually sit
Yeah,
down and decide what I want to make, and then go through the process of making it and tweaking it, and also finding the sliders a bit counterintuitive. But the guys over at Dripper Labs I was talking to them and they said like, we'll sit down with you on a live sometime. I said, well, do you want to come on Home Slow sometime and we'll sit and we'll like tell you what I want to do with the juice and we'll make it together kind of thing. But
yeah,
it's just between work, kids,
yeah,
it's easier just to pick up someone else's juice who's
yeah,
spent
yeah.
years perfecting the craft and vape like Nevins from Ancient Elixir. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I still need to get hold of that trifle. Everyone keeps going on about you get the mouthfeel and everything from it, and I'm like, do you know
yeah,
what? That's right up my alley.
yeah, it is. It's good. It is good. Definitely.
A Dripper Labs ended up sitting on a live with me for an hour and a half, walking me through everything because it made no fucking sense to me. It was like,
Uh,
make what you want. He was like, don't make that. I was like, fucking full everything, full everything. How sweet do you want it? Fucking sweet. All the way to the top. It was like,
cucumber,
yeah.
kumquat,
Bit of cantaloupe. Just put a bit of toffee in there as well, see what fucking happens. It's like, oh, we need to back it up. Because you can have as many different concentrates. I think I was on like 16. He was like, no,
yeah,
but 9's the max that you should really have. And that's
yeah.
including like sweetener and shit. And I was like, fucking everything, put it all in, it'll be
A
fine.
little bit of this, a little bit of that.
That's what happens. That's why I stopped drinking. Because cocktails just got fucking dangerous. What you got in the cupboard? Just bring it all out. It's fine. All in one. And then I'm naked running down the road, and you think, why the fuck did I do that?
We're stripping. Come on, Frank the
Yeah.
Tank.
Frank the Tank. Oh, man. There you go. You got a question. How's the plans for a mech show?
I don't know what's happening with that at the moment. It's kind of out of my hands. Mick is on holiday, I believe. Judging from his other YouTube channel, Mick from the Late Night Vape Show, he's getting some vitamin D in a warm country somewhere. The lucky sod. So
Oh,
I guess when Mick's back, we'll try and sort something out. As and when suits everyone's schedule, because there's going to be 3 different time zones for that show: America, Australia. No, sorry, Canada, Australia, and the us UK.
bloody hell. Yeah, we have that same problem with my other show across the pond because I'm
Yeah,
with Tech and Mass. I stream at midnight our time because it's the only time that everyone can be available. So I just have like a tactical nap 2 hours before, and then just so I can be on point.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It is difficult with the time zones and stuff, but
And now with the little one, it makes it even more
well,
difficult.
that's the thing, isn't it? Once you're a parent, work and kids and stuff, like you've got to do it when you can, when the house is quiet. You know what I mean?
That's why I do mine. All mine start no earlier than 9:30 because he goes up at like quarter to 9, and the missus is upstairs watching it on YouTube with him on the bed, and he just sleeps, and then I go up and give her a hand afterwards.
Yeah, yeah. It's another reason why I'm not precious about people streaming at the same time as we do home slaw and that. Like I had a guy who's I used to have a show. Is packed in now, but he messaged us saying you want to come on the show? And I said, oh no, I'm on my show at that time. And he was like, oh, I'm sorry for streaming over you. I'm like, you can only stream when you can stream it, you know what I mean?
If they want to watch it, you can catch it on the replay. It's not really an issue.
Yeah, exactly.
We only do it for a laugh. It's not a fucking job at the end of the day. We only do it to have a laugh and chat to people and that's all. Yeah. It don't bother me if people stream over me.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same. Like some people, not the guy I'm talking about there. Like he's actually a decent dude, but some people get hung up on the numbers and all that kind of stuff and wanting to be the next Vaping with Vic and all that kind of thing. And it doesn't bother me. I just like talking to people like yourself and just having a chinwag and talking vapes. You know, like it's not as if I can go downstairs and talk to my missus about mechs because she'll look at us and she'll just go like, "Shut up."
I've got to be honest. I'm quite lucky. My wife doesn't smoke, doesn't drink, doesn't vape. Has nothing to do with it. But she knows more, if not more, than me. She loves it. She'll go around and smoke a liquid. Oh, I like that one. You're gonna have to buy that one. Okay, I'll get that one. And then she'll look at me. She'll, can I see your coils? And she'll look at all the macro shots. She's like, "There's a space in that one." Okay, I've got to go redo it now. She does all my quality control. Because she's very like planny Annie. She likes everything perfect. It's same as the house. If something's out of place, it's
funny you say that. Wives are very good at that kind of thing because I painted the bedroom the other day. It's like missed a bit.
I'm like, even if it's white on white, you're like, I can't see it. It's there. Give it 2 days and you'll see it. Oh shit! Yeah. But it's great because I make sure, like, I'm very particular with my cores. I make sure that they're perfect. And she'll even say, have you noticed that? And it's like the smallest space. She goes, that one can be yours. It's like, okay. So I've literally got a pile of coils that we call my graveyards, which is either not wrapped properly or there's a little bit of a space. Or when I snip the leg, there's a little bit it's not perfectly straight. That can be mine. So unless
how often do you end up discarding coils like out of a batch, doing them handmade?
So because I do probably about a 6 foot run, I would say maybe one coil.
Yeah,
bugger up. And it's even like when you're wrapping it, you know, sometimes you get the little space between the wrap. I can't sell them like that because I can see the space and that's mine. So I probably if I sit out there for a couple of hours and I try and get about 15 pairs done, I'd probably get a good 2 or 3 out of them that are mine.
Yeah.
It's not too bad, but I build at 4 a.m. I don't build of an evening. Right. So I leave for work at 6. So I get up at just before 4 and I go straight into the garage and I build till 5:45 and I go and have a shower and then go to work. And then on my days off, I still go out at like 4 and then just build till lunchtime.
Yeah.
Because my brain don't work of an evening.
Working for the dream, man.
Yeah, well, it's more because my brain doesn't work once I get home from work.
Yeah,
the last thing I want to do.
Like, I'm shit in the mornings, like, and then when as soon as I'll be tired all day, and then as soon as it comes to bedtime, I'm like, ping, just ideas.
Oh, no. My head, my eyes are closed before I hit the pillow. So I'm a morning person. I've completely changed. Before I used to be up all night and hate the mornings. Now I'm up. Well, I'm more than happy. I just get straight out of bed and just go straight in the garage, past the kitchen and get a coffee, and I just go in there.
So I always wish I could do that. Like, especially this last couple of years with the Rona bollocks. It's just completely like just switched me head. And now, and as well with the kids and stuff, it's like the kids will go to bed, and I'm like, I'll just relax. And I'll start watching telly or whatever, or watching vape shows and stuff. And then it's like I look at the clock, it's like 12 o'clock, and I'm like, I'm enjoying me time. Do you know what I mean? You know, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, right, I'm gonna have to go to bed to get up to go to shitey work tomorrow.
Yeah. See, I'm quite lucky because he has a feed at like 3:30 in the morning because he's only just over 3 months. So he's still little. So it's 3:30, 3:45 is his feed. So I'll get up and do that. And then by the time I fed him and put him down, I'm awake.
Yeah.
Just get up. And I've got my jogging bottoms and a hoodie literally sitting here on the floor. I get up, on they go, and then I go straight out.
Yeah. Oh, don't envy you, mate. I remember those days. Well, my bands are getting older now, like, so.
He's just started teething yesterday. So he's fucking grumpy as shit.
We got the powder. I rub on the guns.
I bought it today, Ashtins or something, whatever it's called, some little white packet. But oh my god, he shits. He shit yesterday. It made me gag. My eyes were watering, and I'm all right with smell. And it was like a buckshot. Literally from the waist down, he was just covered. Yeah.
I remember I put my son down for 2 seconds once years ago. And I think I turned around and I went to the toilet, like, so he was in the bedroom, and I went to the toilet in the ensuite, and I had a piss, and I turned round. He had his nappy off. It was covered head to toe in shit, and he was holding his dodie like that with a bit of shit on the end of his dodie. And he's just go, no, diving across the room.
He's the only thing we have. I'm gonna have to repaint the wall because I've put the changing table next to the wall.
Yeah,
and that nappy comes off in the stream. It always hits that fucking wall, and then it's like, so I'm out with a disinfectant wiping it down, and it's just got this perfect like arced stain. So I'm gonna have to repaint the fucking wall when he gets a bit older.
Oh, quality, man! You miss them days when they're older, though.
Yeah, he's lovely though. He can't complain. I'm happy I left it as long as I did, because my 20s I don't remember most of it.
Yeah.
And then I wouldn't have had the patience to do it earlier on.
Yeah,
but now obviously settled down. Like, I moved out of Southeast London. I'm a little bit norther than London now, so I'm like Bedfordshire way. So nice and settled. I can deal with it now, rather than having all the shit that I used to do.
Yeah, definitely.
No, it's all good though.
Good.
What you got planned? Anything fun planned for the rest of your week, your weekend?
I'm being off all this week. I put a week in to get some jobs done around the house and that. So this weekend it'll just be dreading going back to work on Monday. I'll just be sitting dooming all weekend.
See, I found the best thing to do is not put your annual leave sheet on your phone because you're like, oh, I've got 4 days left. If I could just take Monday off, I'll be fine.
2 days left I've got. I don't want to go back.
No.
Lottery or something.
Yeah, I think because you've been at home during COVID, haven't you?
Do you know what it is, mate? You know when everyone got furloughed?
Yeah.
That nearly broke me.
Yeah, a lot of people fucking struggle with that. I was quite lucky because I was still out working every day. I've only had 2 weeks off because my mother-in-law lives with my brother-in-law, and they started feeling a bit rough. So I got my mother-in-law and brought her to ours. Well, obviously we didn't pick her up in time because she ended up getting it, and my wife at the same time. Somehow I was all right. I didn't get it. But I had to do the whole 2 weeks isolation. And that was right at the beginning. And at the end of my garden is the runway for Luton Airport. So I was sitting out in the garden, no planes. And I think it was halfway through the second week. You heard it. Boom, 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 boom. I looked up and it's a military fucking helicopter. My ass is doing that. I've seen World War Z enough times, and I'm like, oh, shit. Lock the doors.
Gotta go get the crossbow out the loft.
Thank you, Breestones, for taking time to drop in. Sorry we just chat shit, but it's really nice to see you in chat. Thank you, mate. It's early doors for him as well.
Catch you soon, Breestones.
Mate, I got such squeaky bum.
Yeah, like just knowing that like 80% of the workforce was like off work and I was still having to work. That's what really broke me about the pandemic. Just knowing that like my wife, she was getting paid for being at home, and I'm still sitting there on my keyboard. Oh, got to do my work.
Okay, well, I have to
follow me.
I think the scariest point for me is to drive through central London to get to work. So I work in Westminster, and driving up Oxford Street and Regent Street, at midday
Yeah.
and at 9 at night, and there's not a fucking soul, and I'm the only car on the road apart from police cars and ambulances. You're like, oh, this is fucking weird.
Yeah.
I don't know why. To this day, I don't know why I did it. I locked my doors. As I got on talk show, I was like, oh, lock. So I've never locked my doors in my life.
We've all seen the beginning of The Walking Dead.
Yeah. Well, 28 days later, it was very much that sort of feel. Just a random plastic bag floating down the road. Like, no.
Yeah.
I want to go home.
I remember watching the news when it was just when like the coronavirus hadn't reached out, hadn't come to our shores yet, and it was all in China, and they would be spraying, going down the street, like spraying buildings and stuff, and I was like, whoa, what's this shit that's coming? And I had this, I found this website which was a coronavirus like heat map, and it was like real-time data of where it was spreading and stuff, and I'm like, this is bad, and then when it got here, it didn't turn out to be as bad as it could have been, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, I made the wife and me delete all news apps off your phone because it was just constantly pinging another 1,000 people, another 2,000 people. Like, I don't need this in my life. I'm just trying to get through it. Like, well, I've been lucky, touch wood. I haven't. Well, if I've had it, I've been like that asymptomatic.
Yeah, I got the Delta Rona.
Oh bloody hell!
And like I woke up one morning, my eyes were just red, like all like the whites of my eyes were just completely red. But I wasn't too bad. 4 days and I was done. But I've just had flu twice in December, and it was the Rona that I had.
Fucking hell. We've had quite a few people. I know, especially my wife's family. She had loads of her family die from it because my wife's from Bangladesh originally. Like she come over here donkeys years ago, and they were dropping like flies over there. Massively dropping.
Yeah.
My sister works in the lab in central London. She gave up her work. She went, I ain't going in. She quit her job. She's like, fuck that. She's got a newborn kid. She's like, I ain't going to fucking work.
Yeah. The Delta was quite nasty, wasn't it? Like, but hopefully this Omicron, it could be our like ticket out of the pandemic, because it's not as what's the word for it? I can't remember. There's a proper word for it.
It doesn't hospitalize you. It's not. It's the fatality rate is low.
Yeah. It's not as pathogenic. Not as pathogenic as the Delta one. So hopefully it's a bit of a natural vaccine, because they found that if you catch the Omicron, you will get immunity to Delta as well. That's why it's out competing it.
Oh, okay. It's like I used to play the game Plague on your phone. Have you ever played that?
Yeah.
That was a bit too real for me. I was like, oh, I'm deleting that now. I don't want that on my phone.
Yeah. It just shows, doesn't it? Like life comes at you quick.
Yeah. But I'm really looking forward to like everything opening up again, like big vape convention, so everyone can fucking get together. Like I've said to the missus, I've made myself a promise. As soon as everything opens, I'm going to fucking every convention in the UK. I'm just going to jump from one to another. I just want to meet people again.
Yeah. I'm going to try and get down to the Birmingham Expo this if there's going to be one in spring, possibly. Pandemic pending, but I'll hopefully get to that. Net Reality says, hi guys, I'm afraid of the Geordie virus, or this YouTube thingy seems to be spreading everywhere. I know I'm putting my shift in. It's because Ohmslaw's back next week, so I'm doing like my book tour appearances.
Yeah, you just appear with a couple of bottles of liquid, Geordie juice. The death rates in Quebec are exploding. Bloody hell. The saddest thing was I could not believe this. Like a guy at work, he's Pakistani, and his mum got COVID, and they had to call round to buy oxygen for his mum, who was in hospital, because they were giving them to all the rich.
Yeah.
You think that's fucking horrendous.
It's very much how it works in India and Pakistan. I know very much in India they still have the caste system over there, don't they? Which is pretty horrendous, really. Just hopefully, I don't know where. Just
It's
got to
going to be
make
like the flu at the end of the day, where you go for your flu jab and you get the top up of your corona as well, and then that's what I reckon it's going to go like.
Yeah, hopefully,
Hopefully for the best.
something else doesn't just randomly appear as well.
Well, we've had the so-called bat virus. What's the next animal to come? We get like the manatee virus or something. Don't drink the water.
Just don't Google the Marburg virus.
No, I don't. As soon as you say that, I'm not going to Google it.
Don't.
It's not on across the pond. We got onto fox penises because they're barbed, and someone was like, it was like, don't Google duck penises. So what's the first thing I did? I Googled it. It was fucking horrendous.
Yeah. It's like a spear, isn't it?
Yeah, it's don't wonder why they make so much fucking noise in the garden. Fuck!
It's funny that because we were just talking on Birdie's show that he done earlier. He was saying that I think Steve Legion Vapes said it was something about him and Birdie getting the beards tangled.
Oh, yeah.
I was saying, I actually remember watching a documentary where there was two foxes that had just mated, and then they were like ended up facing away from each other, but they were going like.
You run that way, I run this way. See, like, I like ducks until I realised they gang rape.
Yeah, the proper little rapist bastards, ducks.
Because I wanted a mandarin duck when I was little, like the multicoloured ones. I thought that would be really cool just to follow me around the garden. And then I decided against it when someone said to me, they rape. I don't want one.
like proper bad as well. Like,
just drown her and the first one in wins. You're like, that's not a way. It's not a way to reproduce.
It's like walking into American prison, isn't it? It's like fresh meat.
You can either get waterboarded or spend a week with a duck. I'd choose waterboarding.
Yeah. Would you rather be raped by one giant duck or by 100 normal sized ducks?
I could probably fight off 100 smaller ducks, so maybe they won't all make purchase. Shall we say? Why is all my shows we always ended up talking about dick and shit?
It tends to be the pattern when I'm on a show as well, mate. I think
that's all right. It's not just me.
I think we're just them kind of people who just have that natural instinct to like just lower the tone.
Yeah. Oh,
but you got to have a laugh, haven't you?
Oh, mate, especially nowadays, I can't live without having a giggle. You got to have a giggle and a banter.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, well, I think we're getting to that time. Do you want to shout your shit?
Yeah, can do. I'm Geordie Vapor. Ohmslaw is back on next Friday at 10 p.m. I'll be joined by Birdman and LPC Vapes as usual. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
What's your Instagram?
My Instagram.
Yeah. Shout your shit. Just promote everything.
Geordie Vapor on Instagram, Geordie Vapor on YouTube, Geordie Vapor on Twitter, Geordie Vapor on Facebook. But I have like Facebook people messages and I get back to them like 6 days later. And apparently with Discord as well, I do the same thing. I'm sorry about that, slow mate. Like I was looking at
it's fine.
I was like, why have I got a green dot there? And I looked on my laptop and I saw the message and I was like, oh shit, what was the date on that? Oh, the 5th. But I've had my phone and I've been on Discord, but nothing's shown up on my phone.
Yeah.
So
well, you turned up anyway, so you came through. And
then I went on Birdie's one earlier. But I think you prick, you haven't even replied to us.
I pretty much guessed that you're probably fucking busy or something. Oh, not that
cunt. You're sitting talking on your Discord server and that, and you're like, "What fucking asshole?"
But if you want to join the Discord, I know Chris has dropped it in chat. He's a demon with these links.
He is.
So yeah, head over to Discord. we have a good laugh over there. There's nothing serious. Just be fucking nice to each other. Don't be a cunt. That's all I ask. We do have sergeant at arms in there, and I give them full authority to kick people out if they're arseholes. But yeah, come join. We have a good laugh. Apart from that, make sure you follow. Which side are you on? I think you're on this side. Follow this guy. Great shows, great content. So make sure you check him out and give him a like and a subscribe and tick all those little hearts and everything. So, but for me, you can head over to cloudcartel.co.uk for coils. There is no more Boro aliens. You bought me out. So I've got my wires turning up tomorrow. So literally, I think by Monday, I'll have them back on stock. Apart from that, follow me on Instagram at the Cloud Cartel UK. Thanks, Chris. He's dropped the Discord link. So just click on that and join. Yeah, I'll be doing this, I think, every Friday now. It's become a sort of thing. But you can catch me on Codename Wired on this channel on Sunday at, fuck me, I'm really shit with times. I think it's 9:30, but keep your eye on Instagram, the Coil Building Show. The following week, we've got Across the Pond, and I'm not going to give away too much, but we've got a very special guest coming on from Birdman's side of the world. So yeah, keep your eye on it. It'll be a good show. And until next time, be nice to each other. Don't be a cunt. See you later.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Slow, mate.